there may be nothing more disappointing than a lousy restaurant experience, right? You want to go out and have a nice meal, and then something's just doesn't go right, and you're like, okay, well, that was a complete waste of time.
Right.
Well, we're going to teach you the difference. So today, 5 signs that you are in a really good restaurant and 5 red flags that you're not. Because John and Nancy are still talking. So Nancy sent me this article the other day that was pretty interesting. It was just 5 signs you're in a good restaurant. 5 signs you are about to have a really good restaurant experience.
And don't we all want that? We're spending the money. We're taking the time out to visit a restaurant. And there, like you said, there's really nothing worse than leaving the restaurant and being like, that was gross.
That's
I'm feeling gross. It's not worth the money. And, you're not feeling good about it.
Because, there's only so much money around and you want to have that good restaurant experience. So we thought we'd give you 5 tips or five signs that you're in a really good restaurant, you're about to have a really good experience, and then 5 red flags that you're not. And I'm going to start with a red flag because I think it's interesting.
Okay.
This is a sign that you can tell you're not going to have a good experience at a restaurant before you've even walked into the restaurant. Okay, so here's the thing. Experts say that if the parking lot is lame, if the parking lot is dirty, if it's got weeds and there's a dumpster sitting out in front with stuff spilling out of it,
just doesn't look
it doesn't
clean.
Look good. It speaks to the overall operation, this expert says. Look, they walk past all that every day too, and there's nothing that they see that goes, wow, probably shouldn't have that dumpster out front. Geez, should probably weed a little bit in the driveway. Okay. If they're not paying attention inside, that's a red flag that they're not paying, or outside, that's a red flag that they're not paying attention inside.
This is kind of a partner to that then. This is when you walk in, there's a clean menu and table, and this guy says also a tidy bathroom. He says before he orders any food, he actually goes to the restroom, washes his hands, and if it's a reasonably clean bathroom, it's probably going to be a clean kitchen, and they're paying attention to those small details.
Okay, yeah,
so the outside, there's not the and
if
the
it's
inside.
If it's a nice clean outside and the menus are clean and it's all
and the
that,
bathroom is clean,
then you're good.
Yeah.
All right. So another red flag that you might be about to have a bad experience. Nobody greets you when you come in. You just stand there looking around. I don't know what I should do.
Well, like how
do
long?
I sit down? Do I go to the counter? What am I supposed to do here?
Okay.
These experts say, look, someone should immediately make contact with you. Somebody should say, we'll be with you in a minute, or come over and say, hey, how you doing? And if they don't, if you're just standing there, the rest of the evening might be lame.
Okay. A green flag, if it's busy on a Monday night. That's the quietest night of the week to eat out. People have been busy all weekend. They've been eating out, so Mondays, usually it's a home day. So if it's busy on a Monday night, apparently that's a great sign that it's a really great restaurant.
So occasionally you should go out to eat on a Monday just to make sure that you're checking that out, right? That's not a bad idea. All right, so another red flag that you may not be about to have the best restaurant experience is 5 minutes. Just remember that number, 5 minutes. If a server does not come to your table in 5 minutes from when you were seated, the rest of the evening could go bad.
Yeah, you can feel that, right? When you're sitting there, it's like, do they know we're here? Do we have a waitress or a waiter?
According to industry officials, that is the number one no-no at a restaurant, where you're seated and no one shows up to take any kind of an order at all.
Yeah.
5 minutes is what you got.
All right, so a green light is if you ask your server for, which entree would you prefer, this or this? You ask about the menu, ask about what's on the menu and what they like about the restaurant, and you actually get an opinion, and you get a thoughtful, sincere, helpful answer, like, oh, I really like this and blah, 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 or I don't, I'm not really into, and they're honest about it. Like, I'm not into fish, so I don't get the fish, but this is really good. That shows that they know the food and they like the food.
Years ago, that's 100 years ago, but a group of us were at can't even remember what restaurant it was. It might have been a Cracker Barrel. That's what comes to mind with me. But anyway, we were sitting at a table. There's a pretty big group of us. I think we were in college at the time. And the waitress came up and was given some of the things, some of the specials, and mentioned that there was a soup and, you get this and this and this. And my friend says, what's the soup? And the waitress said, don't order the soup.
Oh, she did. Don't order the soup. All right.
I was like,
We're gonna take the waitress.
That's an honest waitress.
Absolutely. I like it.
By the way, no one ordered the soup. Last red flag.
Wait, no, we got 2 more each.
That was I've already done my 4.
No, this is your 4th.
Oh, this is my 4th?
I think
What, are you
so.
keeping track?
Yeah, because I got mine written down here.
All right, well, okay, hang on. How about this one? If I was unprepared for class. So if the host refuses to seat you where you want to sit, they probably aren't acceptable to any customer needs. So you go, can I sit by the window, please? And there's obviously a window seat.
Okay.
And they go, no, you can't. You have to sit over there by the bathroom. Immediately, you're like, well, wait a minute. I would like to sit by the
bathroom. Nobody wants to sit by the bathroom.
I would like to sit by the window, not the bathroom.
I want the view, not the smell. Okay, sorry. That was inappropriate.
Anyway, if they refuse to sit you where you want to be seated, it might be a long night because they're going to refuse everything you want.
All right, here's a green flag. So not only is the menu clean, it's pretty focused. It's like a 1-page menu. It's not like a 5-page menu where they do everything. That means they don't really probably specialize in anything. It means that their line cooks have become specialists on these particular items. So they're going to do them very well. And it says here, it actually says a red flag if a giant multi-page menu is put down on the table.
Okay. I think that I agree with that.
I would agree with that.
Too many selections means inattention. And then the number one thing that could be a red flag that you're having a bad dining experience is and here in 2023, it's so important, don't believe reviews all the time.
That's true.
They could be an indicator, but the insider here says, I've been to restaurants with mediocre reviews, and they're great. And sometimes they get 5 stars, and it's become that they're pushing it online and not necessarily being reflective of the actual experience. Okay. So you got to go. You got to do your due diligence, and hopefully you get a meal when you do that.
All right. No, I got one more green flag. Okay, so and I think everybody's going to agree with me because this is big. This is huge. Okay, you sit down, you're talking, and the waitress comes over and orders, and you guys place your order. And then they bring out the most delicious, freshly baked, warm bread with soft butter or some kind of butter mix that is so good. It says if they bring out really good freshly baked bread, it is a great, solid sign that there are bigger, greater things to come. I mean, come on. The bread is key, right?
I know what I'm doing for you the next time you come to our house for dinner.
Yum.
Bon appetit, everybody. Hope those tips helped you a little bit, and I hope every dining experience you have is a 2 thumbs up one.
Yep.
And we'll find out more tips about how to get through your life because we study this stuff all the time.
We eat out a lot. We love our food.
And John and Nancy are still talking. See ya.
Bye.